Right. Thank you, everyone, for joining today's session. My name is Ines. I'm working at GfK's Global Strategic Insights team, and I was lucky that in 2023, I was able to attend CES in Las Vegas again. And so I would like to take the opportunity and talk about one topic which was very prominent in Las Vegas, not only on the show floor, but also as part of the conference schedule, and that is virtual reality, augmented reality, and the concept showcase. So how could both technologies be used? You could say, how could Metaverse become reality? Let me go right in and focus on the topic. So in the next couple of minutes, I would like to focus on how AR, VR, and Metaverse become more immersive than ever before. How is this happening? With the launch of new headsets, with better specs, with a focus on accessories, and also with the usage scenarios I have been talking about. I'm talking about product examples today, so it's not an extensive list. It's not a complete list, because then I would take much longer than the couple of minutes I have. So it's examples for you to see what is going on in Las Vegas. Let me start with the VR and AR headsets. And they set the foundation, let's say. They are needed to access the Metaverse or whatever kind of virtual platform we are thinking about. And there were quite a few launches in Las Vegas, or products being announced. The most prominent one might have been the HTC Vive XR, and it has a modular design. So it could be used as normal glasses, let's say, when watching a movie, or it could be used in a classical VR device design. If you're having a more motion-heavy activity like playing a game, then this would be the way you could be using that one. And of course, amazing specs as well. TCL has surprised everyone. They launched 3 new models. Amongst them is an AR device and also a VR solution, also with pretty good specs. And people expect, if this product is becoming reality, going away from a concept, entering the market, then this would have the potential to shake up the markets as well. Sony, they had their PlayStation VR already launched in 2016. And so now there's an update coming, the VR2 in February. And this is working with PlayStation 5. But if you think about the number of PlayStation 5s already being sold, this is quite a big installed base, which Sony can touch upon. And then they promised that there were 30 games working with a VR device, so also quite good for gamers looking for a usage scenario. And then there are rumors about Apple. They are not new, they are ongoing for some time, but they are heating up again. That Apple is planning to enter the market as well and bring some VR, AR, or mixed reality device. And some bloggers said that this could be a game changer for VR. And why is that? Because of Apple's standing in the world, of course. If you think back, one example, Apple really changed the market for smartwatches. They were existing before Apple did them, but they were not as successful. And then when Apple entered that market, launched their own smartwatch, it's exploded, and success was really much bigger than in the past. So of course, the hope is that Apple would be doing the same for AR and VR. Let us go on with the augmented reality. I have 2 examples here. Number 1 is from Lumos, with a picture on the top. They have now a very small new optical engine, and it's so small that it can be hidden at the top of the glass. So if you look at this type of glass, you do not really see that it's an AR device anymore. And this might be a good help to overcome a potential obstacle for AR, because you do not see it's AR. And so people do not look weird anymore when they're wearing their AR glass, in case this has been an obstacle for you. And the other product I would like to focus on is the Magic Leap 2. This is meant for clinical settings, operating theaters, for example. And the surgeon would be able to see information about the patient, would be able to see information about, let's say, the heart they're currently doing the surgery on. And so a big help for improving operations. What about accessories? Let me start with the controllers on the left side. The controllers, 2 things I would like to talk about. Number 1 is that Razer's entering the market for VR and AR. Of course, they have been around for forever, but so far the footprint in the AR and VR world has not been the biggest, and they are now going to change that, and they have announced 2 accessories for Meta, the Quest 2. And then we have Sony with the Project Leonardo. This is in the picture. And this is a controller which can be customized, and it is supposed to help those who have special needs. So anyone who might not be able to use a standard controller could now have this one and be able to use the PlayStation 5. Sony has not given out too much information about it yet. So will it be only for PlayStation 5, or could it maybe also be used in combination with their AR, VR device? If it would be the latter, that would, of course, be great. And all in all, the topic of accessibility has been one discussed at CES. So it was the discussion about how could people who were not able to participate in technology, who were not be able to use devices, how could they be helped? And Sony's project Leonardo, or also Microsoft has a similar project. This could be a solution for many people. And the other way around, technology is also seen as something which is going to help solve problems. And one example for VR, AR is that the US Department of Veteran Affairs, they have a cooperation with a company called Xander, and they have AR glasses. And they capture the conversation going on around you, and you have some kind of subtitles in real time. And if you think about people having hearing issues, they could read whatever is going on and so participate better compared to without the glasses. So this is also a really big thing at CES. Then we have other accessories, and here it's more about the immersion, taking the body, full body with you, not only seeing what's happening in the virtual world, but also feeling it and touching it. One example would be haptics gloves. You can wear them, you can control the virtual reality, you can touch, you get the feedback how it feels, but you could also use it for doing really delicate processes like maintenance of a machine, for example, or also surgery again. And this is a great usage scenario because this would really help, for example, a surgeon who needs to practice doing his surgery and they don't have to practice on real people anymore, but could do that in virtual worlds. And the other example is a haptic suit, for example, from OWO. And they say when you play a game, now it's about gaming, you also feel the wind which is going on in the game. Or if you're getting stabbed, then you feel it in your body and you just do not see it, but you feel it. And so it's about adding additional dimensions. And another dimension could be smell. And here's an example by OVR. They have showcased a headset with an aroma cartridge. And so they say, when you have this kind of headset, you can smell what's happening in virtual realities. And one other accessory I would like to talk about is the HoloRide. And they bring virtual reality into your car. And they say, well, you have the virtual reality, you have a game, you have a map, and it's synchronizing with the movements of the real car. So it's synchronizing both worlds together. Finally, I would like to talk about usage scenarios. So we talked about technologies, we talked about devices, but how could they be used? What would be interesting for people? One booth was from Lotte Data Communication, and they had different usage scenarios. They unveiled virtual stores, a duty-free store and an electronics market. Let me focus on the example of the duty-free store. Here it was about cosmetics, and you could see the cosmetics, you could get a look and feel of it, what kind of colors are there. You could talk to avatars about, let's say, advice. And then you could also bring it back, buy it in the real world, and then your avatar could wear the kind of cosmetics you have in the virtual world as well, so combining both worlds again. They also had a concert, K-pop concert, with 65,000 avatars attending, or you could, more classical entertainment, visit a theme park or virtual cinema. So quite a few great usage scenarios which might be possible for VR. And then we have Canon on the right side. They have a cooperation with the Hollywood director M. Night Shyamalan, and they have a movie together, a thriller, Knock at the Cabin. And when you were at the Canon booth, you were able to view a scene, and you could be one of 4 different characters and view the scene out of their eyes. Or you could watch a break-in scene. So you're in the cabin and someone is trying to get in, and you need to try and barricade yourself by moving furniture and so on and hoping it won't come in. So that's also a pretty great experience you could have at the Canon booth. And so, all in all, let me summarize what we have been talking about. VR and AR become more immersive. We have new headsets, new accessories, which try to give this to consumers, but also give this in enterprise scenarios. And we have seen these concepts. So the metaverse is not a concept anymore, but it will become reality. And we have seen the usage scenarios, how this reality could look like. And it's not only about gaming, it's about entertainment, it's about enterprise and B2B. And so VR and AR, they can bring great benefits, fast realization on B2B because of the cost, because of the ease of use, because of delicate usage scenarios like in a surgery. But of course, also a quick win can come in gaming, if there are games, if people are going to buy, because gamers are already used to immersive experience. They are also used to platforms. They are also used to interaction, virtual interaction. And so they could be very fast in adapting this new trend. And with that, I would like to thank you for joining today. I hope you got a good impression on what was going on at CES 2023. And if you have any questions afterwards, please feel free and contact us at JFK anytime. Thank you.